Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go into a car stand and point at your dream car only to have the salesperson ask, would you like it gift wrapped? Building wealth like the top 1% often seems more mythical than a unicorn sighting. But in reality, these guys are just like you and me, except they've nailed a few key habits to supercharge their finances. Today, we're exposing the top 10 insider moves that help the wealthiest folks multiply their money faster than you can say private jet. So strap in, because number 3 is what makes the difference between never-ending hustle and unstoppable success. Number 1. Leverage. The 1% know how to make their money work triple over time. They've mastered leverage, a fancy term for using other people's resources, time or capital to multiply what they already have. Not just any leverage though, they use strategic debt for businesses or investments that generate passive income, rather than sinking themselves in high interest credit card bills just to show off the later designer shoes. The real magic here is that they invest borrowed money into high yield ventures where the returns easily surpass the interest owed. Let's say I was asked to choose between buying an apartment and a sports car. I'll definitely go for a building that will pay me monthly. You know why? A car mostly just lets you rev the engine at stoplights. Smart leverage is the difference between building an empire and going broke. Now, ready for secret number 2? It might just change the way you see daily life. Number 2. Obsess over self-education. Being obsessed with learning is something the top 1% rarely admit in casual conversation. They're always reading industry reports, stalking the stock market, and taking courses on real estate flipping. These guys devote huge chunks of their day to becoming experts. It's not about collecting diplomas, though some might have those too, but rather staying a step ahead. Listen, every bit of knowledge you acquire is one more arrow in your financial quiver. The 1% treat new information like a power-up in a video game. And guess what? The more power-ups you collect, the faster you level up. That's how you spot multi-millionaires who haven't set foot in a formal classroom for decades but are so smart. You'll find them listening to podcasts while driving, reading ebooks during lunch and business journals before bed. Now that your mental gears are turning, let's rev them even faster with what you're about to find out if you keep watching until number 6. Number 3. Adopt a non-negotiable mindset. Wealthy individuals treat building wealth like brushing their teeth. It's completely non-negotiable. While many folks see saving and investing as nice if I have extra money, the top 1% see it as automatic. Before they buy that slick new gadget or plan an expensive weekend getaway, they've already siphoned off their investment contributions. It's like money muscle memory. This mentality makes them immune to typical budget excuses. By locking in the idea that investing is priority number 1, they effortlessly bypass the I'll save whatever's left trap. And that leads to unstoppable momentum, because every single month their portfolio is growing while others are stuck in maybe next time limbo. Number 4. Build multiple income streams. Another hallmark of the wealthy is that they rarely rely on just one paycheck. Let's just say each income stream is a separate golden goose, happily laying eggs all day. Maybe one goose is a rental property, another is a stake in a tech startup, and the third is a side hustle flipping high-end watches. If one goose takes a nap, the others keep producing. That's how the top earners sleep peacefully at night. Even when one sector tanks or an industry goes belly up, they spread out their risk across several money-making machines, meaning they're far less vulnerable to life's curveballs. Multiple streams aren't just for safety though, they're also for scaling. After all, you can't become the next financial powerhouse if you only rely on a single trickle of money. And that leads us to our next point. Number 5. Invest for the long haul. You might think wealth is built by snapping up meme stocks and selling them to the highest bidder. That's a newbie mistake. The real heavy hitters understand that patience can be far more profitable than a quick flip. They're not just chasing the flavor of the month hype. They're buying quality and holding it for years or decades while cashing in on compounding returns. Let's move a bit into agriculture, shall we? If you plant a fruit tree, you don't yank it out every few months to see if the roots are penetrating the soil. You water it, let it grow, and eventually harvest a steady supply of fruit with minimal effort. The top 1% do that with their portfolios. Meanwhile, everyone else is sprinting after the next big stock tip like it's a game of musical chairs, only to be left seatless and shortchanged when the music stops. Number 6. Embrace calculated risks. The top 1% don't just throw money at every shiny object like they're feeding ducks at the park. They calculate risk, measure reward, and then dive in when they see the odds in their favor. It's how they distinguish golden opportunities from glittery distractions. Instead of closing their eyes and rolling the dice, they gather data, consult experts, and perform a little worst-case scenario analysis before making any big move. This approach beats the spray and pray method adopted by so many wannabe entrepreneurs. And honestly, it's the key to staying afloat in industries where everyone else is sinking. Sure, you fail at times, but when you do, you're failing smarter and faster so you can get back in the game better than ever. You might already feel your ambition levels rising higher than a rocket on launch day. Well, you better calm down before a number 10 makes you explode like a firework on the 4th of July. Number 7. Surround yourself with game changers. We've all heard the old cliche, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. But guess what? The 1% take that rule to heart like it's carved on stone tablets. Why? Because when you're surrounded by visionaries and winners, you adopt their best habits without even realizing it. Instead of complaining about the economy or the system, these high achievers brainstorm how to smash through barriers and amplify success, even when markets are chaotic. In other words, you want people around you who make you up your game, not drag you back down to the couch. The top 1% build networks filled with problem solvers and push each other to dream bigger, work smarter, and celebrate every triumph like it's the next rung on a ladder to the moon. With time, that environment becomes the norm. No more toxic negativity or shallow small talk, just fueled ambition. Now, if you're already fired up to jumpstart your own wealth building journey, don't keep these tips to yourself. Trust me, there's more where this came from. Hit that subscribe button and share this video with a friend who loves a good secret. Now let's push forward together. Number 8. Master the art of negotiation. There's a reason the richest folks on the planet often have legendary negotiation tales. They know negotiation isn't just about talking someone down, but creating a win-win scenario where everyone walks away feeling like they've scored the jackpot. The interesting thing is that negotiation doesn't just happen in boardrooms. It's how you broker your salary, land lower interest rates on loans, convince a business partner to invest in your next idea, or simply ensure your contractor finishes the kitchen renovation early. The top 1% master these skills relentlessly, often turning a single negotiation into a life-changing financial boost. Number 9. Guard your environment like a hawk. Millionaires and billionaires aren't just careful about their finances, they're protective of their mental and physical surroundings too. They treat drama and negativity like ticking time bombs. How they're able to do this? These rich dudes start by cutting out the noise. Normally, if your head is full of constant distractions, you can't exactly map out million-dollar game plans. It's why you see wealthy individuals willing to invest in a comfortable workspace, a quiet retreat, or even a top-notch coach who helps them stay focused. To them, peace of mind is priceless, and it pays dividends by freeing up valuable mental real estate that can be used to plot their next big venture. Now, if you're ready to polish your environment, hang on tight for number 10, where we end with a total game changer for your day-to-day mindset. Number 10. Cultivate an abundance mentality. The top 1% operate from a mindset of abundance, not scarcity. They believe there's always enough money to be made, opportunities to seize, and success to be shared. That's why they're not afraid to network, mentor, or even reveal a few of their winning plays. They know that building prosperity isn't just about hoarding secrets, but creating value and letting the rewards flow in. This mentality doesn't just attract more wealth, there's also more collaboration and support from those in a position to help you level up. Alright, now you've got the top 10 strategies for building wealth like the 1%. Each one can catapult you to financial freedom if you're willing to put in the sweat equity. But don't stop here, there's a bonus waiting for you. Want to find out the 5 luxury assets that make you rich? Smash that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. You don't want to miss out on this one.